Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. What is up, Loyal Royals? Oh my god, it feels so good to be able to say that again. I know. I have been gone for 5 months. Didn't seem like it to me, but it has been. But I will say, I am glad to be back. But there has been so much that has happened in the last 5 months. Um, that I really feel like I don't have enough video to catch up with you guys with, but I will tell over time. Those of you who follow me on Instagram know that I opened my own nail salon. That has happened. Um, I've lost family members, and I recently just got over COVID. So my breathing is like super hindered right now. I'm like really fighting to do this video because your girl is winded and tired just from talking. But I got my water. But yes, I missed you guys so much. I had to take like a 2 week break when I got sick and I wasn't doing any of my clients. But I am back. And honey, I don't know what happened, but me taking that 2 week break, I came back stronger. Shaping has been on point. Like overall quality has been on point, and I'm just excited about nails again. I will say I feel like I lost interest in YouTube, and that is okay because I feel like that happens. I was being impatient with my growth, and I just had to face reality. I work from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. sometimes. I forget to record. Sometimes I don't record at all, or I forget to upload. I had a video sitting in my iPad because that's what I record on for literally 5 months. So yeah, so just I did lose interest with YouTube because I was working so much, which is my issue. I overwork myself. And now, I kind of manage my time and I'm learning to just take care of me first. So even though I have been gone for 5 months, I have been active. I've been talking to my loyal royals on Instagram. And I just really, really appreciate my followers who did not unsubscribe. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for being patient with me. And yeah, this is going to be like a tutorial slash watch me work slash talk through it because I feel like I have so much to catch up on. But yeah, like I'm glad to be back, and I hope you guys enjoy my video. Alright, so if you didn't see front hand, I have basically prepped a nail. I applied my tips. I'm using Marie nail tips. Um, and then I, of course, went over the shaping. I made them a little more skinnier than what they were because my clients' fingers are very, very skinny. And then I really wish I would have wrote this down, but I didn't. I cannot tell y'all what acrylic I am using right now, but I know I mixed two Young Nails acrylics together because they were both empty, and she wanted like this nudie pink look, and this is literally what perfectly matched the picture. So I will say this particular client, her nail beds are very, very oily. Like even when she came in, her skin was oily because we love our natural products, and she moisturizes a lot, which is not an issue, but I have to like super, super dehydrate her in order for her nails to stick. So I went in with OPI's Band-Aid, and I dehydrated her nails before I applied the primer. And then primer, I'm going in with Young Nails. But yes, I don't know what it is, but I really love Young Nails liquid. I don't know what is in it. It does not smell too strong to me, but I could be used to it. I've been doing nails for 12 years. But I will say their primer, honey, their primer is A1. That is literally the only primer I have used. I have tried other brands and I can't speak for anything else, I can only speak for what I use. I have tried other brands and the nails have lifted, have literally peeled off, came off, whatever. Young Nails, they are the only primer that I do not have issues with. And I know it's because it is protein bond. Not just because of the name, but because their primer is non-acid based. So it almost seems like, to me, it acts as double-sided tape. So this is the only way I can explain this to y'all. So literally, you put the primer on, and it has the acrylic stick to the nail and the nail tip. Of course, you're only putting primer on the natural nail, but I don't know, it's just something about it. I don't have any issues. Literally, I got sick, I want to say October 4th. My birthday was also October 9th. Woohoo! I'm 28 now. I got sick. I took 2 weeks off just because I didn't know I had COVID until like a week in, and it was just a lot for me. I have had clients who literally, I did their nails literally right before I got sick, and then plus the 2 weeks, and then them finally able to get in and book. A month old with no lifting, and I'm not exaggerating. Their products are just A1. And I also am opening my own store locally. So I'll be selling like my own stuff that I've done tons and research on, and I know it's a good product too. But that Young Nails Band-Aid, I don't think will compare to anyone, not even my Band-Aid, my bonder. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm going in with this Young Nails product. I'm using a powder size 14 brush. I only use size 14, even on short nails. And my first bead is going at the free edge, a little bit above the free edge where the tip meets the nail. And then I had to speed up the video so it wouldn't be super long because I was doing Halloween art. But what I'm doing is called the feathering technique. So this is when you are brushing the acrylic down without wiping it off. So it's almost like a pull technique. I really wish I should have zoomed in closer so you could see what I was doing. But then when I do the cuticle, I do side, center, which is from Miss Tammy Taylor. And then of course I take the tip of my brush and I go around the cuticle area and the sidewalls to make sure the acrylic isn't like flooding the cuticle area. Just adding a little bit to this tip because it was too thin to me. And of course you want your structure to be at the free edge. You want a good apex. And then you want the tip to be a little thinner, just in my opinion. And then I add wherever I see. I'm the type of person, when I do nails, I just move. I don't have a for sure technique. Sometimes I will literally do a 2-ball method. Sometimes I will do a 3-ball method. Sometimes I can get a 1-ball method. But if I see there's an empty spot, I'm going to go back and fill it. Because you don't want the nails to have you don't want the nails at all to have stress areas. So when you put your acrylic on, you want it to be nice and even and flushed, you know, to the nail. As you saw, I just put primer on her. I didn't touch her nail, but she had like a piece of lint on it, so that's what I got off. But yeah, so I do wipe my brush in between every single almost every single time I like actually touch the acrylic, just because when I was beginning, I used to have this issue where I wouldn't wipe off my brush, and then when I get to the second hand, my brush would be sticky, or I would have like a residue in my liquid. So I try to wipe off my brush excessively, but that's just me. But it's become so natural that now, like, it's just second nature to wipe off my brush. But yeah, so you want to apply your acrylic as smooth as possible, so when you finish, you don't have to do a whole bunch of filing. And then I want to say, when you're doing nails, enjoy doing it, you know. Talk with your client, play some music in the background. I don't care if you got a pop on the side, like, enjoy doing the service and it will go 10 times smoother. Now, the crazy part is, during this video, me recording, there was literally a tornado in my city. So I was doing my client, and at this point, we're looking outside. I had to skip a couple of spots because we were looking outside for so long. Because the sky got so dark, I thought I wasn't going to be able to finish her nails. And I was like, oh God, I'm just going to be able to put the acrylic on. I can't do the spooky design. But thankfully, where I work out, I work in like a plaza, and they came over and they said that they thought that it was blowing over. It did pass us. But yeah, when a storm is coming, I get in go mode. I was moving so fast, y'all, because I'm like, this power is not about to go out before I file these nails and do the cuticle. Like, what that has happened to me before. So yeah, just apply y'all acrylic and do a good job, and you service your client the way that you would want to be serviced, period. You know, build that relationship with y'all's client, and they will always come back to you. I promise. Some days are hard for me. Some, like, I got sick. A good handful of my clients with other places, which put a gap in my schedule. But you still got to be positive. You can't just think that, you know, sometimes things happen, and my clients are very understanding. But the clients that I did have booked that I had to cancel because I had got sick, they were like event clients, like baby shower, birthday, and stuff like that. So I understand. But now it's like, dang, I got this hole in my schedule. What am I going to do? But you just got to stay positive. No one talks about it, but we're in the part of the industry to where during holidays, it gets slow for everyone. Hairstylist, manicurist, whatever. Because we got kids back to school, parents buying gifts, jobs changing schedules. Some people working super long hours. Some people not working hours at all. So when you come into this field, you have to know that you are not going to have super, super busy days all the time. Sometimes you might only have 3 clients, and that's fine. And you should cater to those 3 clients that come to you. But of course, always promote yourself, tag your stuff on Instagram, tag different people, artists, community posts, whatever. Get your name out there. And yeah, I hope I'm not talking y'all's ear off, but I have not made a YouTube video in so long. I feel like I have to tell you guys this kind of stuff. But yeah, what do you guys think of this acrylic powder? If you like the color, let me know in the comments. Alright, so I've applied my acrylic, and now I'm going in with my file. This is an 80 grit nail file. These will be sold at my store. So one thing I've noticed when you want to sharpen up the shape, especially shapes like coffin and square, you have to file under the nail first. So as you saw, I go under the sidewalls first, then I do the actual sides of the nail. Like right here, I'm going under the nail, making sure it's nice and even, no acrylic is under there. And then I will go on the sides. I'm trying to like slow down so I can catch myself. So right here, I'm filing the side of the nail. Then of course, you guys know I like to hand file the top. I go in and taper the top and make sure the tip is nice and fleshed and even. And then I do the rest with my bits. Sorry, I'm a little out of frame right here. But yeah, you want to make sure that you clean under that nail, because when people take pictures and they showing off their nails, no one wants to see clumped up acrylic under the nail on the sides. That is like my biggest pet peeve. Make sure you file under that nail, and then make sure you, when you're doing square nails, these are C-curve square nails, you are keeping your file straight. You don't want to angle it, because then it's going to be tapered and it's going to start to look coffin. You want to have it as straight as possible. I did speed it up just because this would have been a long video. But yeah, make sure that file is straight, and make sure you file under the nail first, and pull that skin back, because you definitely don't want to cut your client. As you see, it looks painful, but I'm gripping the heck out of my client's finger, because I do not want this 80 grit file, even though I dulled it down, I do not want it to cut her skin. So I pull back the sides of her finger to file, and then I do the rest of the nail. So this is a technique that I do where I flip the client's hand. You can't see because of the way the camera is, but I am basically making sure that the nails are even the way that I look at them and the way that the client looks at them. I'm just taking my sanding band, just making sure everything is nice and even on the top also. Alright, so I am going in with this drill bit here. This is a Pana drill bit. I cannot remember the technical name. I will try to link it below, but this drill bit has literally saved my nail career. Like, this is my go-to drill bit for cuticle seal. I like it because it's tapered, so like it's pointy towards the end, and then the back gets the back gets wider. So I'm actually covering more than just the cuticle when I am doing the cuticle seal. If you can see, I'm going around the cuticle and I'm making it flush with the nail, but I'm also filing the back part that's towards the free edge. So then my nail is completely nice and tapered and nice and fleshed to the natural nail. Now, as you guys can see, under her hand is the sanding band that I used on her for her service. Do not reuse those. Do not reuse your files. Do not reuse your buffers. All of those are porous items, and they should be thrown away after each client. If your nail tech is not doing that, and you can tell just by looking at the file and buffer that it is old, there's a problem and you need a new nail tech. Just cross-contamination. You never know if you cut somebody. You could cut them with the file, with the sanding band, with the buffer, when it's brand new, whatever. So you always want to throw them away. Just throw them away. They're not that much to buy in a pack. Just throw them away. I go through files and buffers and sanding bands like crazy. Right here I'm buffing. I'm using a fine white buffer. And then after that, I'm going to dust the nails off, and then I'm going to use Young Nail Swipe. And then we're going to move on to the nail art. Woohoo! All right, so after I have cleaned, I'm going in with Bonfire by D&D 756. And she has a picture. It's literally like me matching the exact picture, but listen, I'm that type of person. uh, I do not like spending a whole lot of time on nails. I feel like my clients should sit in my chair and they should be able to leave within no more than 3 hours. If I'm going beyond 3 hours, it's because I must be doing some super luxury nails that have literally taken me a lot of time. But she had a design, and Honey was not about to try to uh, duplicate that on the other hand. So the other hand is going to be the opposite, but she actually wanted an opposite look. So I'm going in, I'm making drips on the pinky with like a scream mask. Mind you, Shar is not Picasso, so that scream mask, to me, I didn't like it, but she loved it, so it's fine. I took this drip off because I was looking at the picture. I was like, oh, that's not there. But yeah, so then there's blood splatter all over the nails, and then I write spooky. So, funny thing about the word spooky for this set, let me tell y'all. The picture I'm looking at, I don't know what happened. I don't know what the tech was doing, but she did not spell spooky right. And of course, me being me, your girl was not paying attention at all until literally I'm taking pictures of my client's nails and I'm like, this does not spell spooky. As you see here, I'm going in with my fan brush and I'm just making blood splatter spots. Some people use a straw, but I don't like making a mess, so yeah. Excuse me. So yeah, sorry. It didn't spell spooky. And I'm so upset that I didn't catch that until literally the last minute. And I literally had to draw a line in between to make two O's. Oh my gosh. So y'all will not see me fix it, but I fixed it. And when I post the picture at the end, you will see that it says spooky. So yeah, here I'm just going in and I'm cleaning up with the same brush that I used for my acrylic application. Probably shouldn't do that, but I clean my brushes really good. So yeah, then I'm going to go in with this art acrylic paint. I love it because it dries very quickly. So even when I'm doing other layers of the nail, I like that it dries like super thin and it doesn't like bubble up or give me like any issues. So y'all can hear I'm over here getting winded. I'm going in with my dotting tool that I use for the drips and I'm making the outline of the letters. Then I'm going to go in with my thicker nail art brush and I'm going to make the actual word thicker. So yeah, and I'm going to add some drips to the lettering. And it's just cute. This was a cute Halloween design. So yeah, tell me what y'all think. I love Halloween designs. I do not celebrate Halloween, but when it comes to my clients, when they sit in my chair and they want Halloween designs, I'm like, yes. Because out of everything the whole year, I feel like I have the most fun creatively with Halloween. I do like Christmas designs, but it's just not the same. I don't know, it's not the same. So yeah, tell me what y'all think. So I've already finished the design. I even let y'all see me making these mistakes because transparency. But I'm going in with my D&D No Cleanse top coat. I have added everything I wanted to add to the nail, so I'm going in with a very thin layer. You want to make sure when you're using acrylic paints that it's completely wet. I mean, oh my god, completely dry. If it has a shiny look to it before you put the top coat on, that means that the paint is still wet. You want it to look very matte. As y'all can see here, this is what I mean, how it doesn't say spooky. It literally says spooky. But I fixed it, so that's fine. So for the other hand, I wanted more of like a glamorized, bloody look. So I went in with Zule glue. If you are not hip, get hip, because Zule has literally the best glue on the market. But honey, when I say sticks to anything, sticks to anything. Fingers, I have ruined the inside of my desk because I spilled it, and yeah. And then I'm going to go in with my glue dryer spray. You can buy this at Sally's. I think Walmart even sells it now. But normally all beauty supply stores has this brand of glue dryer spray. I know Zule basically says to use the Mia Secret one because it'll dry kind of like slower. But my clients be moving around, texting, touching their face. Nails be cute, but they can't sit still sometimes. So I need something that's gonna adhere like immediately. So the glue dryer spray that I'm using literally like seals the deal. There's a bottle right there. It's called like Hurry Up or something. But I'm taking these red crystals that I got. I know I'm gonna butcher the name, but they're Persocia or something like that. Percocia, something like that, from Blue Street Crystals. As you guys know, Swarovski is not selling to a small business-minded people. You have to be pretty up there to get them, unless you buy from like a private seller. But I do like these. They're a little cheaper, but quality-wise, they still shine really good. So, yeah, I'm using these. I'm just putting them around the cuticle with my wax pencil, and then later I will go in and I will not coat the crystals. I am going to go in with my top coat, and I'm going to seal the bling without touching the top. Do not touch the top. It's going to make the nails look very glassy, plasticky. When you put crystals on, you want to cap around them, not the top of them. Don't do that. And then after I'm applying the crystals, once they fully dry, I wipe them off with a paper towel. Nothing on it, no alcohol, nothing, just paper towel. I got that from Yvette G. Excuse me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making this video. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was doing like a little bling design on the thumb just because it was boring and it didn't have anything on it. But yeah, so this full set came out amazing. This is, I believe, a medium or medium, in between medium long set. If you guys want me to start like putting in punch cards or like tags on the screen of what steps are which, let me know. Or would you just like me to talk through? But hopefully I relaxed you with this video. But yeah, I really hope you guys are doing good. Loyal Royals, thank you guys for sticking with me. I'm finally almost at 5,000 subscribers. It took me so long, but I get it. I haven't been posting and I'm back. So yeah. After that, I made sure they were good. Everything was nice and dry. And I'm applying cuticle oil. And then my clients, with every full set, they get a free hand scrub. That was a tip from Marie Nailz. I did a live a class with her, and she said, you know, give your clients something for free. They come back, they appreciate it. So yeah, don't forget, glitter makes everything better, so keep shining. That felt so good to say. I missed you guys. Thanks for watching.